Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. So today I have my home fragrance empties for the month of October 2021. As you guys can see, I have quite a bit of product that I actually used up this month. We have a total of 20 candles and a fair bit of melts. We do have one lonesome wallflower bulb here. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. So this was a wallflower bulb from Bath & Body Works in the fragrance Honeysuckle. I had this fragrance in my dining room. I recently changed it out to pumpkin cheesecake from Bath & Body Works. I will say I'm kind of disappointed in myself this month because I realized that I burned all these candles and I did not use one single Halloween candle from my collection. I have some in my burn basket for this month that you guys will be seeing. I actually planned my burn basket like prior to Halloween, and I don't know why it didn't register with me that I'm burning my October fragrances now. So you guys will be seeing Halloween fragrances in November for sure. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and knock out melts first. So I'm going to start here. I did organize these. We have 3 from Swan Creek. So as most of you guys know that watch me on the regular, I buy the Swan Creek refill tubs. It's a better value per ounce. And then my daughter and I, we will end up melting down those tubs, pouring them into these condiment containers and making scent shots. Makes for a nice mother-daughter craft day. And then it's easy to have pre-portioned wax melts to throw into my warmer. So this fragrance was Swan Creek Wonderlust, and unfortunately I think this fragrance is discontinued. I need to check the website because if not, I definitely want to get more of this. This is a deep, heady, perfumey fragrance. Definitely a little bit on the powdery, mature side. Has a little bit of like a dark berry scent in there. I've been melting this in my bedroom and I absolutely love it because it is perfect for the fall season. Sticking with Swan Creek, I used up 2 Allspice pumpkin custard. They smelled just like their namesake, pumpkin with a little bit of a custardy note. I used up 2 Swan Creek Cranberry Apple Crisps. So this has a nice blend of tart cranberry, not a sweetened cranberry, with just a basic Macintosh apple scent. Definitely enjoyable fragrance. I am a big fan of Swan Creek. We used up 1 banana walnut spice. My daughter chose to melt this in her bedroom. It is one of her favorite Swan Creek fragrances, and you honestly can never go wrong with a classic banana bread fragrance. I did use up 4, as they fall over, 4 of the Swan Creek honey-soaked apples. You guys know that watch me on the regular. When it comes to Swan Creek, this is hands down my favorite scent from them. This is just a sweet, juicy apple fragrance with like a touch of honey in there. Absolutely love it. It's a classic. It's a tried and true. I don't think they'll ever discontinue that fragrance because I think that it's a best seller. So that one is always a winner. I did use up 2 of the American Home, and actually one's Yankee, one's American Home, but they're both by Yankee Candle. So the American Home Sweet and Salty Caramel. This was a really nice caramel fragrance. Didn't have the greatest projection, but I always pick these up only when they are on sale at the outlet for $3 or less. So I definitely think that it was a fair melt for the price point. I did use up one of my favorites, and this is Yankee Candle Water Garden. This is a gorgeous aquatic ozonic fragrance. Has those like watery tones with a touch of floral. Absolutely love this. If they made this in a perfume, I would wear it, and I would probably wear it every day. I'd lie if I said I would wear it every day. I got too many perfumes to wear a perfume like this every day, but it would definitely be a fragrance I would enjoy having in my perfume collection. So we are almost through melts. We have Sensationals Pumpkin Apple Muffin. I hoarded these when they first came out. Honestly, it's a fragrance I'm tired of. Has good projection in my warmers. This lasts 2 or 3 days, which is crazy because I typically like to change my warmers out daily, but I will let this one linger around. Classic fall scent. Scentsy Aladdin Arabian Nights. So this is a little bit on the cologne side, but it is more one of those like hot, sexy man colognes. I ended up melting this in my office this month. Definitely an enjoyable office fragrance. Here is another one that has excellent projection, but I'm just kind of tired of it. Better Homes and Gardens Pumpkin Butter Cookies. You guys will be seeing a lot of this one too because I just have a lot of it in my stock and I'm trying to work through it. Trying to downsize what I have. Literally, I have a buffet in my dining room. It's filled with candles and melts. I have 2 big baskets in the laundry room filled with melts. I have my candle closet that's upstairs. I have the shelf of my office closet filled with candles. So I just need to rein it in, use up a lot of stuff. So here we have a Scentsy bar in Breakfast in Bed. Like I told you guys last month during my burn basket, I was really looking forward to this because on cold throat, it is absolutely phenomenal. On warm throat, not nearly as exciting. Definitely kind of smelled just like raisin bread, but definitely an enjoyable scent. Something different and something I'm not so tired of. Here we have a Scentsy bar in Pumpkin Tiramisu. When this first arrived, I did not like it at all. I let it sit for nearly a year and maybe it just aged better. This ended up being a really, really nice creamy pumpkin fragrance with a touch of cinnamon. Definitely enjoyed this fragrance. Another Scentsy bar here, once again Aladdin, and this is Friend Like Me. This lends itself to be on the fresh aquatic ozonic side. I ended up melting this between my bedroom and my office. Definitely an enjoyable fragrance. And then once again, another one of the pumpkin apple muffins. So that's everything that I melted. Now let's get into these candles. So definitely we have a lot of Aldi candles. This is a wild huckleberry. This ended up getting burnt in my bathroom. Did not have a lot of projection to it, but these came in a 3-pack right around the holidays last year for like $4.99. So very, very cheap. Definitely nice for ambiance and small spaces, just not a lot of scent projection. It did not like knock my socks off by any means. Sticking with some more smaller candles here, we have Yankee Candle Summer Daydream. Once again, another bathroom burn. Typically, these smaller candles do go in my bathroom. This is a powdery floral. I typically am not too much of a fan on powdery florals with the exception of Wonderlust from Swan Creek. This one here was another one that was enjoyable. It definitely reminded me of like powdered peonies. So I did enjoy it. That was a 75% off buy during the Yankee semi-annual sale. Let's go ahead and knock out one of these big ones. This was Winter Lodge from Huntington Home Aldi. I ended up burning this either in my living room or my kitchen. I never know because oftentimes, I won't lie to you guys, I light these candles downstairs and I'm working from upstairs. We do have like cameras in our house and that kind of stuff. I have a daughter that's going to be 13, so I oftentimes worry about her sneaking out. So it's easy for me to keep an eye on them, or I'm just down here changing out laundry and that kind of stuff. So I do burn candles unattended. So Winter Lodge definitely had that like smoky woodiness to it, touch of men's cologne. Definitely really wasn't a fan of this one, but I always pick them up to review for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one that I wasn't too keen on. and that was Cedar and Oakwood. One of my subscribers pointed out to me that when Aldi did the ceramic bowl collection last year, this was a ceramic bowl, and I didn't like it in ceramic bowl. I didn't realize that they had brought it out in 3-wick as well. I would have probably skipped that one. I do apologize that my heat is coming on and you guys will be able to pick up that noise in the background. So Cedar Oakwood, once again, masculine smell. Definitely just a little bit too woody for my liking. So this is a pass for me. Speaking of ceramic bowls, I did use up this ceramic bowl from Aldi Huntington home. Let's go ahead and flip it over. This one was in pumpkin praline. So this was a nice like nutty pumpkin with a touch of caramel. Definitely enjoyed this one. Not the greatest burner, as you guys can see. I did pick up the candle warmers. I ended up getting them for my sister-in-laws and one for myself. I have not set mine up yet because I don't know where I'm going to put it. Once I figure that out, I definitely think that I will have better luck with candles like this. Let's move that out of the way. So up here, front and center, this is the one that I use in my bedroom. This is Sweet Pea and Pomegranate from DW Home Candles. Now, oftentimes I have bad luck with DW candles. Oftentimes they get smoky and sooty on me. This one had good performance and good projection. Very nice, sweet, fruity, floral. Definitely reminded me of Bath & Body Works Sweet Pea Body Care. Would I repurchase this again? No, it's a nice fragrance, but it's not, wow, that's unique. Oh, I love that. I have to have that again. I enjoyed having it once, don't need it again. Let's go back over to little candles. We have here a honeysuckle candle from Bath & Body Works. This was melted in my bathroom. I love honeysuckle fragrances. Scent description on this one is a delicate blend of light rain, yellow daisy, daffodil, and sycamore woods that contains the freshness of the season. So that was an excellent bathroom burn. Love that candle. Will never get tired of that one. Sticking to little Bath & Body Works candles, we have here Pink Petal Tea Cake. I ended up burning this in my bedroom, and I just don't think that I was quite in the mood for it. It necessarily wasn't a bad fragrance, but it just didn't tick any boxes for me during the burn process. It was nice. It scented up my bedroom nicely, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. So pink rose petals, pound cake, and vanilla glaze is the scent description on that one. Next we have here one of the Yankee Candle Elevation candles. This is an Amaretto Apple. I don't think they put scent descriptions. Yeah, no scent descriptions on these. So Amaretto Apple. I ended up burning this in my kitchen. I know for a fact this was a kitchen burn. And it didn't have good scent projection. I only buy Yankee candles when I get a super good deal on them. 70, 75, 80% off. So considering the price point I paid, I think it was a fair price point, but I think Aldi for $3.99 you can get a better candle. So this was a total pass for me on that fragrance. Here is one that I know that I ended up burning in my living room. This is Swan Creek and it is s'mores. This was a limited edition collection that they ended up doing. This had a very heavy synthetic chocolate smell. Burned pretty well, not too sooty. Sometimes mine do get sooty at the end, but not too bad on that one. But that synthetic chocolate just was a turn off for me and a total pass. Going to go ahead and move over to these little candles. So this one says Tiny Human Stole My Sanity Scented Candle. These came from Target. I believe they came from the Target dollar spot. Now I'm unsure if they were in the dollar spot or the regular candle aisle because they were actually gifted to me from a neighbor. She knows that I am the crazy candle lady. She comes over to my house and her daughter will be like, her house smells so good. Why can't our house smell as good as this? And I kind of feel bad, but they don't burn candles in their house because unfortunately the mother's mother is scent sensitive, so they don't get to enjoy candles. So they definitely enjoy the smell of my house. Her daughter hung out with me for a whole weekend. That way they could have a little getaway, her mom and her dad. So she gave me some candles. This one is Lavender Driftwood. Personally, not too much of a lavender fan. Not necessarily a bad smell. I ended up melting this, or I should say burning this in my bathroom. Perfect size for my bathroom, and that's why I told her, I'm like, I absolutely love candles of this size for my bathroom because I don't have a lot of counter space, and I don't have a massively oversized bathroom. So this works out perfect. Nice fragrance for $3. But once again, I would definitely buy Aldi Candles over these. I do apologize that a lot of my jars are super dusty. I had these hanging out in my laundry room, and apparently my laundry room is super dusty. This one says, I'm not antisocial, I'm socially selective. So the quotes on these are pretty cute. And this one, okay, yeah, this one is Turquoise Sea Water. So this was one of my favorite ones because it was very, once again, aquatic, ozonic, right up my alley, perfect bathroom scent. This one did have a little bit of a manly, masculine smell to it, but I enjoyed it because it was on the fresher side. So we still have a good bit of candles left. Let's go ahead and talk about this one. So a lot of people in the Aldi group was raving about Fall Flannel Shirt. Cold Throw reminded me a little bit of Mahogany Teakwood from Bath & Body Works. Warm Throw, I wasn't nearly as impressed on this fragrance. I did end up buying duplicates because on Cold Throw I absolutely loved it. I'm sure that I'll end up burning through those in the next month or two because I just don't see it being something I want to keep in my collection because it just doesn't tickle my fancy. I did use a Halloween candle. I'm proud of myself. Okay, so I did use some that are pumpkin themed, which can be Halloween themed. I did do gummy bears because I wanted something with candy vibes. I ended up doing this in my office. This is from Goose Creek. So a lot of you guys that watch me on the regular know that I'm totally obsessed with Yankee Candle Tutti Frutti. This definitely gives me those fruit punchy vibes, but it literally smells like you opened a bag of gummy bears. You have all the colors mixed together, so you can't really decipher the pineapple from the cherry or anything. So definitely fruit punchy, fresh bag of gummy bears. Enjoyed this one. This was a slow burner. It lasted a long time. I did end up getting tired of it. Would I repurchase this? Yes, I would repurchase it because it was a nice smell and it's just something unique to have every once again. So we are down to the nitty gritty here. We have 6 candles left. So I did use up a Yankee Candle Water Garden, and I had this in my office because I love this candle, and I work 11.5-hour days, Monday through Friday, so of course I wanted to have something that I could love and enjoy in my office. Beautiful aquatic smell with those touches of like white floral in there. Love, love, love this fragrance. I definitely wish that it would have been a little bit stronger projection wise. I did notice with it being on my desk, if I was sitting at my desk, I did not smell it, but if I would walk out of my office and come back and I'd be like, oh, it smells so good in here. So it's definitely noticeable, but it's also one of those fragrances that you can easily go nose blind to. Up here we have from the Jo Malone dupe line at Aldi. This is Huntington Home number 21, Nectarine and Honey. I do apologize for the glare on the label. So this definitely smells like herbal essence shampoo. Love this scent. I don't know if I told you guys that I ended up falling down a rabbit hole. I ended up ordering the perfume from Jo Malone of the like nectarine and honey, or honey and nectarine blossom, whatever it's called, and I hated it. On me, that nectarine ended up smelling like body odor. Candle, Cold Throw, absolutely amazing. I burnt one of these last month, and just burning it, I either go nose blind to it. It's just not as pungent as I would like. It is very minimal throw. Had this in the bathroom, did not even scent up my whole bathroom. So I'm just trying to burn through these because even though, yeah, it's cool to have Jo Malone dupe candles really cheap, they're just not the greatest performers. Down here we have Goose Creek Happy Halloween. And does this smell like pumpkins? No. Does it smell like candy? No. This actually smelled very fruit punchy with a touch of floral. I ended up burning that in my office. I tend to go really neutral upstairs, either floral fresh. Downstairs is where I tend to have my more seasonal or foodie scents in the house. Nice scent. I think that they might have brought this one back right now. I think they have all their Halloween candles for $7.99. Great price. I was so close to placing an order and I'm like, Heather, get your shit together. Use what you have. And plus, you guys know I like to buy the Aldi candles when they come out. So right now I'm exclusively not allowing myself to buy anything but Aldi candles. I do have a candle video coming up that I've already recorded, and I promise you that those candles were bought before I banished myself from buying anything but Aldi candles. Here we have Huntington Home Pumpkin Cinnamon, classic pumpkin fragrance with a touch of cinnamon. I do have to be careful with cinnamon fragrances, as oftentimes they will cause me to break out in hives. The cinnamon in this one is not a red hot cinnamon, it is more of a bakery cinnamon, so it meshes very well with this candle. This one I had high hopes for this one. This is Huntington Home from Aldi. Pumpkin cream cookie. Glad this was a $3.99 candle. It smelled absolutely phenomenal on cold throw. Creamy pumpkin goodness, almost like a pumpkin cupcake with like cream cheese frosting. Loved it on cold throw. Got it burning, and my daughter came in from school. She's like, oh, the house smells like fall. She loved it. I did not. I thought that this smelled better on cold throw than it did on warm throw. Was highly disappointed. I do have multiples in this. Once again, I'm going to work on burning through those because I just don't want them taking up space in my collection if it's not something I love. Last but not least, we have a Goose Creek candle. This one is in Magnolia. I love a beautiful white floral fragrance. This was actually burned in my bedroom. Classic, clean, white floral fragrance. Definitely very enjoyable. So that was my home fragrance empties for the month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye, everyone.